Gentlemen, welcome. Myth was on stage a few minutes ago, and she touched on this idea of creating memorable experiences. And we see this is core to your vision for brand ventures and advertising, of course. Can you each give us your perspective on what it will take to achieve this vision? Paul first.
I think you read it yourself there. What's important, first of all, is our brands and the relationship and a strong, solid relationship we're going to form with those brands. That's what's really important. And if you look at our business, we've got 3 core revenue streams. We've got more retail, we've got media, and we've got brand experiences. What we seek to do is integrate those 3 core activities to create memorable experiences that delight our consumers, surprise our consumers, and of course, importantly, generate a very key revenue stream for the business. It is imperative, therefore, how we deliver those experiences and how we work with the brands. So probably 3 things for me is, first, we have to understand what the brand's needs are and their product. We have to ensure exceptional delivery when we deliver these brand experiences in our malls. I've continuously evolved that, and we're always challenging ourselves to deliver something better. And third, and very importantly for the brand, is that it meets their ROI. And you'll hear that a lot when brands talk to you. They want their ROI met. And clearly, they meet their ROI, deliver exceptionally, they're going to come back again. So in summary, we've got to, beginning from the deal-making stage to the concept, design, to execution, we have to manage that brand all the way through, that brand, that client, that partner. Finally, I think, summarising all that, if we can achieve this vision, and we certainly are on our way to doing that, but if we continuously strive to achieve this vision, then we will create a point of difference to our competitors, our traditional competitors, physical competitors, but very importantly, you've seen a lot about Amazon and online, and that's something you've got to always remember, that no matter how efficient Amazon is, they cannot execute experiences. It is very functional, so keep that in mind.
Thank you, Paul. Charlie?
Well, I mean, obviously I agree everything that Paul says. I think what's super important for all of us is to have an individual vision for our group, right? A cohesive vision, but also recognize the differences of the sort of executional, operational differences across the globe so we can all learn from them. You know, by way of example, in the US, we sell all of our own media, right? Which is very different than what we do in Europe. That allows us to be a end-to-end sort of solution provider, which is really, it also provides us with a lot of leverage, which is really, really important. And so, you know, for us to execute on this vision in the US, I think what we need to, obviously a well-used word here, but omni-channel marketing, we need to be omni-channel sellers, right? So the event team, specialty leasing team, and brand ventures team in 2019, a big initiative for me is to bring those 3 groups together to make sure that we can sell all the assets across our portfolio. I have a tendency of saying that we're responsible for all the non-leasing revenue in the business. That isn't always exactly right at any given moment, but that's our vision, and that's how I want our team to be able to operate in the US next year.
Fantastic. So I'm going to ask another question to both of you this time, because it's interesting to see the 2 perspectives, of course, US and UK. What do you see as your short-term opportunities for growth? Charlie?
Well, so, you know, every year we are updating and upgrading all the assets that we sell. So it's really important, if we're going to be executing on all of our growth initiatives, we really need to continue to add to the portfolio, right? We can sell our media every year. That may grow 3, 4, 5%, but we absolutely have a pipeline of new assets to sell every year. So for 2019, really, we have 3 things that we're looking at very aggressively. One of them is markets. So in the area of specialty leasing, anybody had a chance to go through World Trade Center last year, got to see our holiday market, right? So in every major city, there's Christmas markets, holiday markets. We did that in World Trade Center last year, and it was all accretive to our revenue forecast for the year. So that's great. We intend to do somewhere between 5 and 7 of those across the country next year. Secondly is really around the area of wayfinding and hearing Roddy talk about, sort of the consumer engagement piece. There is absolutely a revenue stream or multiple revenue streams that can be found off of our directories and our wayfinding. I actually don't think we should be installing hardware and directories in every one of our centers. I'd rather leapfrog that and go straight to mobile, right? We're all used to looking at our phones in order to guide us around. So maybe there is a new strategy and a new way to think about how we actually have directories and guide people through our properties. But there is a significant revenue stream that can be generated out of that wherever we end up. And then the third and final one, which is not a ton of new revenue in 2019, but is obviously something that is super important for us moving forward, is really mobile. So how do we have about 250 beacons throughout our centers, so we can retarget. We are collecting data all the time. That is obviously an area where we see some real upside. Again, it's not going to be huge in 2019, but in the coming years, it's really important.
Okay, and Paul?
I'll be brief. Europe. In one very short word, Europe. That's the opportunities, that's the role I've taken on. In the last 90 days, we being myself and the team, have been across most of the countries now in Europe. We have focused on 20 assets to date, simply because of time and the compression of time and business plans and getting a plan out. We certainly see a lot of opportunities out there. It's been wonderful to meet the teams. I do say that genuinely. And we're going to be spending a lot of time out there in the field with you. We've put together a strategy of where we see that growth. We've presented that to the SMT only 2 weeks ago, which was validated. We talked a lot about the opportunities we see out there. So we're moving forward with that. Probably three, if I can summarize everything into 3 key opportunities, I think we've got existing assets or opportunities in those 3 revenue streams that we are doing, but we think that there is opportunity to drive those assets harder and deliver more income out of them. There are additional assets that we think we should be doing, or opportunities, brand experiences in particular. I think we've got a long way to go on that. And third is the development pipeline. We've met with a couple of the teams. We've met with Hamburg. We've spent time with the Netherlands. We're going out there again. I think if we can focus on getting that asset right from day one, that it maximizes the opportunity that the team can deliver from that asset, then I think we'll open up an additional income stream for us. So broadly, that's the opportunity that I see, and I'm very looking forward to working with you guys.
Thank you very much to both of you. Paul, Charlie, please give them a round of applause.
Thank you.